Welcome back, mis chelitos. Coco is here with Binks, and we are continuing Steins Gate.
Well, that'll be a little choppy, but Discord. Alright.
Still clinging to me. Ferris looks down.
I wanted Papa to take a break from work so he could spend time with me. Papa's company wasn't as big back then, so he worked every day from morning to night. I never got to see him. The present I wanted most was for him to spend one whole day with me. And Papa promised. He promised he'd spend the entire day with me no matter what. But something came up, and he had to break his promise the day before. I was so afraid that Papa didn't really love me. So on my birthday, I ran away from home. I wanted to make Papa worry.
Oh no.
Ferris pauses here for a time. Then she looks up at me and continues with tears in her eyes.
The plane Papa was on made a bad landing. Only one person died in the accident. Everyone else was unharmed.
Don't tell me.
The one casualty was Papa.
What the hell? How did one person die and everybody else was fine?
Yeah, that's odd.
Was he, like, not in his seat at the time? Or, like, maybe he went to the bathroom or something?
Maybe. That was before the world line changed.
I couldn't believe the world would be so cruel to me. I hate you, Papa. You should just die.
Oh no. This is why you never say things like that to people.
Yeah. Those were the last words I ever said to him.
Ugh.
And she was an 8-year-old, you.
Yeah.
And that's how our relationship ended. Forever.
I can hear the tears in her voice.
I loved him. So why? Why did I say those words to him? I always feel guilty because of what I said. I always wished I could go back in time, change what happened.
Then, did fate guide us to each other?
When I heard you talking about your time machine, I thought I was being given a chance.
Ferris. Rumiho. That's enough for today. You don't have to say anymore.
No, let me finish.
Ferris doesn't let go of me. She sniffles and wipes away her tears, putting on a smile.
I'm okay now. Papa came to save me. So I know how much he really loves me. I really enjoyed having this time to spend with him. It was like a gift to us from heaven.
So I'm trying to figure out. So in the original timeline, he had to go on a trip and died. And she was kidnapped while she had run away from home. So then. Oh, that's horrible. Like, I wonder how, she was rescued
I,
and everything.
or I think maybe what happened was that like he had made the promise, he didn't go through with it, so he went on his trip and got killed. And maybe she got herself but she would have remembered, so she wouldn't have known to do that. I'm sure they'll clarify it in a bit.
Yeah.
But now you need to change things back to the way they were.
But
Mayushi's a very important friend to me. If Mayushi's in danger, I'll do anything to save her.
Aw.
I'm sorry.
Aren't you listening? This current reality isn't reality at all, but rather a gift to my father and me. Or maybe I should call it a dream. Papa doesn't belong in this time. You're just turning things back to normal. Thank you for letting me have this dream, Kyoma.
Ugh. All this feels.
Are you really okay with that? Ferris buries her face into my chest.
Actually, I'm not okay at all. I remember how things were before the world changed. But I also remember how everything was after the world changed, you know? I'm actually kind of freaking out right now. What happened before the change and after the change are all mixed up inside me. I don't know which one is real anymore.
That actually makes her a little different from Kiyoma because he has to figure out the changes.
Mm-hmm.
But if I try to fight it, it'll just make you sad, won't it? I don't want to make you sad. You're my prince after all.
Ugh. This hurts.
We can do something. There might be a world where you don't lose your dad and Mayuri doesn't have to die. If we try,
It's okay. I've accepted it. I don't want to run away anymore.
there's nothing I can say to that. So instead, I tightly embrace her slender body. Thank you.
Hey, is it okay if I cry a little? Before we change things back, is it okay if I cry for Papa?
She's already crying, but I don't say anything. Instead, I silently nod. Ferris's body trembles with emotions as I hold her. Her father is sleeping in the room next door, so she probably doesn't want him to hear. She cries into my chest, muffling her sobs. It's almost noon. I feel dizzy. It's like my brain is rusty. My whole body is heavy with fatigue. Pain from my wounds has subsided, thankfully, but in the end, I couldn't sleep a wink. I promised Ferris that we'd commence the operation at noon. Until then, we wait at Ferris's apartment. I've already contacted Daru and the others at the lab. I told them we'd be performing an experiment today.
Kyoma,
Ferris. I can see the traces of tears on her face. The sight makes my heart ache.
I'll go say my last goodbyes to Papa now, Mian.
Oh? Her usual speaking habits returned the second she donned her cat ears. What a nifty piece of equipment.
Let me be alone with Papa for a while, Nia.
Maybe I should say wait. Maybe I should say sorry. But I say nothing to Ferris's back as she heads to her father's study. By the time Ferris finishes her farewells with her father and comes out of the study, the phone wave, name subject to changes, settings are already complete. I contact Daru at the lab and make sure the Brown Tube Workshop's 42-inch CRT is turned on. Now all we have to do is send the D-mail. But I hesitate. Instead of meeting Ferris's eyes, I look down at my feet. Eternal separation from her father. I wonder what Ferris is thinking now.
Don't be like that, Kilma. You've done nothing wrong, Nyan.
But
Nyan, Nyan, no more talking, Nyan.
okay. I can't stay sad when Ferris is trying to cheer me up.
Ah.
I steel myself for what I need to do. Yesterday, just before she left the room, Ferris told me the contents of the first email she sent.
did, did you hear Kiki?
No,
Oh, okay. I think the recording might have picked it up though.
100 mil for your kid. Take the train.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh.
That's pretty fucking clever, but holy shit, Ferris.
Oh, that explains that then. So she was never kidnapped. Okay. Oh.
That mail stopped her father from getting on the airplane. As a result, he didn't die. But that wasn't the only effect it had on the timeline. Her father needed to sell the IBN 5100 to prepare the 100 million yen ransom. Where did
Wow.
the ransom go to then?
Um, that's a good question. Huh. I'm just like imagining Ferris like wearing really high boots or something to seem like an adult and go and take the money.
Oh. As a result, Ferris never donated the IBN 5100 to the Yanabayashi shrine. With her father alive, Ferris didn't participate in Akihabara's city development conferences. Otaku-oriented businesses never took root in Akiba. Meikri Nyan never opened. Ferris wasn't as busy, which allowed her to join the Rhinet tournament circuit.
The only problem is then the jerk in black is gonna be unopposed if she's not around.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets what he wants. Ugh.
In other words, this world-lined Ferris has a normal life. On the world line I came from, Ferris was not only a student, but also the heir to her father's company, an influential member of the Akihabara Development Board, and a part-time maid waitress.
I don't know how she did it all.
Right? Jesus. Which life is better for her? Which will give her greater happiness? That's not my decision. It's hers. And her decision is to return to the way things were.
Very selfless
I guess
now.
we can, yeah. I guess we can send the text now.
Uh, Wait, how do I do that again?
It's right click.
No, because this popped up.
No, it's not there. It's like the phone that you pop up.
No, nothing's popping up.
Or maybe it's a different button.
Nope. I'm trying to see. Oh, nope. Did not mean for that to happen. Where's the log?
Well, look at config. That should tell you what brings up the phone.
Here, because it skipped.
Oh. I'm just here to help her wake up from this dream. Ferris has already entered the cancellation email.
JK on the ransom. I love you, Papa. See you soon.
These are Ferris's true last words to her papa.
When we change things back, will my memories of this world disappear, yeah?
So you said press what now for the phone? Or should we just finish what
Uh,
they're talking about?
I guess since I guess since she inputted it, of
Okay.
course not. You'll remember. You have memories from both worlds right now, don't you?
Is that why you were so desperate to help Ferris, yeah?
That's open to your interpretation. I feel my cheeks get warm, so I hang my head to hide my face.
Ferris doesn't want to forget her time with Kilma, yeah?
Thank you. I take Ferris's phone. I'm sorry, Ferris. I lied to you. When we change things back to the way things were, your memories of this world line will almost certainly disappear. Perhaps another miracle will happen and you'll regain your memories of this world line too, but I can't be sure. There are no guarantees. And so I will engrave these memories into my heart. The memory of Ferris, the Rhinet champion. The memory of her father who gave thanks to a stranger like me for protecting his daughter. I will carry them for you, always.
Bye-bye, Papa.
It must be done. For my Yuri's sake. I must erase Ferris's memories just as I did Suzuha's. Can you pop the phone up? There we go. And then click on there we go.
Did the number change?
Mm-hmm.
Chapter 8.
My head spins. I feel faint. Slowly, the world reasserts itself. I've teleported to the lab development room. Ferris is standing next to me.
Huh.
Reading Steiner is telling me the world line has changed. Additionally, the injuries the viral attackers inflicted on my body have vanished. So has the pain.
Well, that's good at least.
Ferris is standing in the center of the room, looking around. The tears that were in her eyes just a moment ago are gone.
Kioma, do you know where Ferris's phone went, yeah?
Just a moment ago, Ferris was fighting to hold back her tears, but that Ferris is no more. In her place is the usual cute, cheerful Ferris with an impish smile on her face. I look at the phone in my hand. It's not my phone, but one with several cute, girly cat doll phone straps attached. Here's your phone.
Yeah?
Ferris walks up to me with a teasing smile on her face. She pokes at my fingers with her index finger.
Kioma, did you see what was inside, yeah?
Ferris gently takes her phone from my hand.
If you did see it, then please forget about it, yeah? Can't let that cat out of the bag, yeah? Or else they will awaken, yeah? Come on, Kioma, you're supposed to say something like, yeah, like who the hell are they? Or something, yeah?
I'm sorry. Before we sent the D-mail, Ferris said she didn't want to forget. And I lied that she would surely remember.
Kioma's acting weird, yeah? You usually act all pompous and, yeah?
I embrace Ferris suddenly, pulling her to me as tightly as I can.
Oh my, how forward.
I'm sorry.
She's gonna be like, what the hell?
Ferris remembers nothing. Nothing about her victory at the Rhinet tournament. Nothing about our escape from the viral attackers. Nothing about her father riding up in his limousine to save her. Nothing about how we talked alone in her bedroom. Nothing. She remembers nothing. Everything that happened on that world line was undone. What happens to that world line, I don't know. Maybe, like Suzuha said, it still exists as another possible world line. Or maybe it ceased to exist the moment I sent the D-mail. You have to be a god to observe each and every world line, so it's pointless to worry about it. But one thing is clear. I can never return to that world line again. Ferris can never see her father again.
Kioma, this is really bold of you, yeah? Mayushi's in the next room. She'll find out, you know.
Oh.
I'm sorry. The only thing I can do is apologize. On this world line, Mayuri invited Ferris to come hang out at the lab. Apparently, she came to see a costume Mayuri had made. Ferris has work after this, so she soon leaves the lab. After seeing Ferris off, I head towards Yanabayashi's shrine. On the way, I stop at Chuodori and take a look around.
Hey, all of our anime's back. Woo!
The 4 pixels are back!
Yay!
They're back. The Moe stores exist again.
I find it sad and funny how I know she took her father's place, but she was a young girl and they still let her have her way about all that.
Yeah. Animate, Puranoana, Mandarake, Gamers, Lamtara, Melon Books, Asobit City.
Mm.
Oh, email.
Assistant.
Explain yourself. Hey, what the hell was that just now? That was some. Oh, some loving hug. Oh, so she saw that. I'm seriously jealous. No, not about getting hugged by you, but about having someone of the opposite sex to lovingly hug. Don't misunderstand me. Anyway, what was that about? So, you're not jealous, or
So it says another true ending flag is present in this chapter, but you won't need to respond to the email it comes from. The flag will be granted when you receive an email from Kurisu. Does that mean you shouldn't, or it just doesn't matter?
I I think it doesn't matter, but well, let me see.
All right, let's see what it says. Don't worry about it. It was just something I had to do.
So, should we send it?
Yeah. Okay. I just want to. All right, just looking at the rest, that's the only one we need to worry about. Okay. Or
Okay.
just make sure that we get it.
Yeah. You read this?
They've all returned to the streets of Akiba.
Okay.
There's a gigantic anime-themed banner hanging from the soft map building. Maids walk the street, handing out leaflets. Cosplaying girls advertise in the storefronts. But the return of this familiar scenery brings no relief to my heart. There's only pain, for everything I see confirms that Ferris has lost her father. But I can't stop here. I shake my head and hurry to the shrine.
Oh no. That means we're approaching the part where we're gonna have to break Lukako's heart.
Yeah. On the way, I notice that the satellite is missing from Radikan's rooftop. Of course it is. Suzuha is gone. The thought brings a new pang of grief to my heart. Before this is over, how much more pain will I shoulder? I pass beneath the archway and enter the silent courtyard. I walk up to the main building and jab the intercom. After a few presses, I get a reply.
Yes, who is... Oh, Okabe-san.
Oh, Lukako, you're so cute.
Lukaku comes out. Girly as always.
I.
That's all I'm gonna read.
Oh my god. Okabe, why are you like this?
He's so deep in the closet.
Right?
Ah, right, this Lukaku was born in the body she wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Lukaku, someone should have donated an old computer to the shrine several years ago. Can you ask your dad about it for me?
An old computer?
Hmm? I think Lukaku went pale when I mentioned the computer.
So I'm just noticing this anime is guilty of, or this, not just anime, the game is guilty of only father syndrome, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, the only parents we're seeing are dads everywhere. Huh. Like, all the mothers are just getting killed off left and right or something? Like, what the hell?
It's because they had the audacity to wear their hair in a ponytail over their shoulder.
Uh-huh. Oh, gosh. Why did they do this? Why?
She lowers her face immediately, so I can't be certain.
I'll go call my dad.
Lukaku hurries inside. It looks like she knows something. Lukaku's dad soon appears.
Well, if it isn't Hyoin-kun, thank you for taking care of my daughter.
I rush the greeting and get down to business. If I'm not mistaken, there was an old computer donated to the shrine about 10 years ago. Do you know about it?
An old computer? Why, yes, I do remember that.
Really?
You know, I'm disturbed by how much he looks like Okabe.
Oh, huh.
Just
A little.
older, and with glasses.
To be honest, I thought you were going to say how much he looks like Ferris's dad, because I think he has like the same head shape.
Yeah, I think it's probably one of those cases of, similar art style syndrome.
Yeah.
They're like, I only know how to draw older men one way.
Really? Yes. Finally, I've returned to the world line with the IBN 5100. Please, I need to see it.
Sure, please wait here. What if it's like a different type of old computer, though?
IBN 5120.
Uh huh.
Luca's dad heads inside the sanctuary in the back. Lukaku has been silent this whole time. She keeps touching her hair and looking around nervously. Something is definitely wrong with her.
Hmm.
Are you afraid of me, Lukaku?
Eh?
I understand. I mean, I touched your naughty bits, I guess.
Oh yeah. I tried to forget about that.
Crap, I just made things more awkward, you think? I didn't have to say it like that.
I'm not afraid of you, Okabe-san. That was really embarrassing, though.
Sorry.
Okay.
By the way, do you know about the IBN 5100?
No,
Lukaku shakes her head in an unnatural way.
I've never heard of it.
But when I called you before, it sounded like you knew about it.
No,
Lukaku is looking more and more uncomfortable. Maybe I'm pushing her too hard. I should back off. I did a terrible thing to this girl, so it might be best if I stop treating her as my disciple.
Wow. Maturity from you. I'm proud.
Let's see how long it lasts.
Uh-huh.
I need to treat her like a lady from now on.
I've never seen you treat any of your female friends like ladies.
If I don't, I could get sued for sexual harassment or charged with attempted R or indecency or something.
Uh-huh.
But how exactly do I treat her like a lady anyway?
See? He doesn't know.
I don't know anything.
He's no manners. Oh. Lies. Damn it. Even though all you do to me is sexual harassment. Oh. Wow. It's like she knew what he was talking about.
I just treat everyone the same, pretty much. So, you're not going to wear the costume Mayuri made?
Oh, no.
Because it's embarrassing.
Yes.
Why is this girl so lacking in confidence? I guess she can't help it if it's in her nature. But didn't she say her reason for becoming a girl was to gain confidence in the first place? And yet she's a girl now, but she still seems the same inside.
That's strange.
Luca's dad returns. His timing is good. My conversation with Lukaku wasn't going anywhere. Did you find it? I try asking just in case, but he looks confused. Obviously, something unexpected has happened.
Well, I couldn't find it.
You couldn't find it.
I remember receiving an old computer, but it's not in the storehouse anymore.
The IBN 5100 isn't here. I press my hands to my temples and stifle a groan. The world line is still twisted. The IBN 5100 is like a mirage floating in front of me. I can see it, but never reach it. Pardon my asking, but the PC was donated by Akiha Rumiho-san, correct?
Huh? How did you know? Do you know her by chance?
We're friends.
Rumiho-chan has grown up to be such a splendid young lady, hasn't she? It was when she was still in elementary school. She came to visit with her butler, Kuroki-san. But why did that computer disappear? I thought someone might have stolen it, but everything else is untouched and the lock wasn't broken.
This contradicts Lukaku's statement. Lukaku said she didn't know about the IBN 5100.
Luca, do you know anything about it? You've been cleaning the sanctuary the past few years, haven't you?
Once again, Lukaku hangs her head, almost shaking with fear. Her hands are trembling. Lukaku, what's wrong? I try asking again. but she doesn't raise her head.
I don't know anything.
The look on her face betrays her. Lukaku is lying. But why? Remember, she shouldn't even know about the IBN 5100. Why does she know? Because the world line changed. There's no other answer. Her D-mail must be the cause. In Ferris's case, I didn't know what her D-mail was about. But in Lukaku's case, I already know what it is. I want to be a girl. The D-mail must have had influence beyond Lukaku's sex. The butterfly effect.
Wasn't it something about like telling the mother to eat more vegetables or something?
Yes. A pseudoscience.
Right?
But then again, that's what the whole game is.
Yep.
Eh, well, mostly. If some if somehow it somehow changed the location of the IBN 5100. It was like that with Suzuha and with Ferris. I can't help but think that the universe itself is keeping the IBN 5100 away from me.
Man, this universe is a dick. It
Right?
it keeps killing Mayuri, and now all of this.
At any rate, when Lukaku sent her D-mail, reading Steiner activated, meaning the D-mail changed the world line. If the IBN 5100 won't return to me on this world line, then my next step is to cancel Lukaku's D-mail. In other words, I need to return Lukaku to their previous body. Suddenly, I feel dizzy. It's not heat stroke, and it's not reading Steiner. How am I going to explain this to Lukaku herself? Just the other day, when I called Lukaku a guy, she cried. Then Kurisu and Mayuri ganged up on me. Can I get Lukaku to go back to being a guy without stirring up trouble? This is going to be tough. Maybe I should consult someone about this. At first, I considered consulting Kurisu, but I don't think I should talk to a girl this time. Let's think a little.
I mean, you only have one guy friend that you talk to. Oh, okay. Well, I think this is a good place to stop then.
Alrighty. Well, thank you everyone so much for watching. And as always, please do take care of yourselves and each other. Toodaloo!
Bye bye.